Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for ONDO price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. And starting on the daily chart here, we are looking at the most possible scenarios for between bullish and bearish, of course, and a quick overview where we have an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 finishing a wave 1 here. ABC for a wave 2, and of course looking for a leading diagonal here as a wave 1 and then wave 2 and a wave 3 toward the upside. Your wave 4 has been already probably finished for an impulse in case we are an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 without any kind of invalidation yet, of course, but obviously that this correction is still looking not finished yet, so probably we still need to take one more low. And in this case scenario, if we take this low and we reach, of course, the 1 to 1 fib level here for your zone 1, this might be invalidation of impulse, but it doesn't mean invalidation of a bullish scenario. Why? Because of course you still have an option to finish, of course, as a leading diagonal, meaning transferring this as 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5, where your wave 4 has to interfere with your zone 1, and of course one more move toward the upside. Now your perfect fib level anyway are between the 0.5, 0.618 for a wave 4 inside this blue zone, meaning the 0.87 is a very likely target, of course, for a wave 4 and continuation toward the upside. Now, if we have finished this correction, then you have to consider this is an impulse toward the upside. And of course, you have to consider as well that this might be as well double 1, 2s, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 towards the upside for higher prices. Your wave 2, of course, has to be also finished around these fib levels in case, of course, we are in a wave 1, 2 here. Your wave 1 can be, of course, an impulse here after 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 probably. But yeah, preferably that we take one more high here for one more leg to finish this impulse correctively, like very, very nicely. And then, of course, then considering this as a wave 1. After wave 1, you're looking for wave 2 again, and then continuation impulsively for higher prices in a wave 3. Now, in case that you have even finished one more leg toward the upside, you will, officially finishing as well a leading diagonal here, big leading diagonal. So you can expect as well a big wave 2 for a big 1 and 2, which is also your orange scenario in this case for higher prices again. Your bearish scenario, of course, that is always bearish scenario as well. We have an A, and then you're looking for a expanding flat as a wave B, and then looking for higher later on, meaning your expanding flat wave C is, of course, taking the low exactly here. And you have to consider, of course, this as 1, 2, and then probably 1, 2 here, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 for a wave C toward the downside after finishing A, B, and a C here, a wave C, of course, for a wave B. Yeah, so we have an A, B, C for your wave B, and then looking for higher prices. So if you want to add, of course, as this scenario here, let's add it so as an A, B, and a C. This, of course, can be also your second or main bearish scenario. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so, but of course, bearish for the current price action, but of course, we're still looking for higher later on. And yeah, this scenario, let's put it in blue actually, because it's still bullish at the end. So yeah, in this case scenario, of course, we're looking at this price action where it is much more bullish, of course, than bearish as a possibility. Now, if we dive a little bit deeper inside this area, we can see that, of course, that we have an impulse here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, or a leading diagonal, actually, because we see the wave 4 interfering with the zone 1. And in case, yeah, we get a leading diagonal here, of course, therefore 1, 2, and then a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5, exactly. This is your wave 2 here. Here we go. Yeah, so it's a leading diagonal definitely, and probably we are having here a corrective wave, even another overshooting wave toward the downside, so it can be another 1, 2 here probably, because this is definitely is an impulse, of course, big impulse, or it can be an A, B, and a C finish, and now you're looking still for lower prices. So in both case scenarios, you are, of course, looking for still lower prices. Meaning if you have here a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 toward the downside in your bearish scenario. So let's take this in white here and a little bit bigger count. So we're looking, of course, for a wave 3 toward the downside here. Your wave 3 can be a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, so to finish a wave 3 and then 4 and a 5 even lower. So that will, of course, open the scenario for your bearish, of course, here. Yeah, so we have to be careful with it in case this is a scenario. Now, in case that you're still bullish, of course, you have finished, then you have to consider this is a three-wave corrective, and you're still looking for three-wave corrective here as WXY. And let's put this on, so W, X, and a Y. And in both case scenario, you're still looking, of course, for one more leg toward the downside. Right, so in all case scenarios right now, we are bearish somehow. We still need to take the low to finish somehow a structure as a zigzag, because you have a zigzag and another zigzag in between. Of course, triple zigzag, WXY. And yeah, so we're gonna see how these things are going to unfold. Now, first target, of course, the blue zone. First target is $1. Very nice psychological number as well for ONDO. Probably in case, of course, we move lower than 0.618, and to re-estimate the situation because you finished a WXY here and you're ready to move for higher probably, and especially that you have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very target in confluence here between this wave and the 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. And even if you are in 1, 2, 1, 2 as well, that would be a perfect fib level for a wave 2. So yeah, higher possibility, of course, is still for the bullish in the long term, but still, of course, looking for lower prices a little bit before moving for higher. That was it for ONDO. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.